everybody and welcome to In My Mug episode 111 on Monday the 27th of December 2010. My name is Steve Layton and I know this because I've got two presents here with my name on them. Yeah, Christmas presents. Thank you very much, Simon. Much appreciated. So, while mentioning the Christmas word, just wanted to wish everybody who watches In My Mug a really Merry Christmas and hope you have a super New Year. Thank you to everybody who sent me cards, gifts. I've had kind of... Nigel sent me some whiskey. Who else was there? Then we had Chris send us some chocolate that everybody in the roastery kind of took bars from and took home. They were like beautiful bars of chocolate. I've had Simon with these two, which I'm going to open in a moment. A bottle of champagne from Pete, which was a half magnum, which was just stunning. And from Paul, who sent me 2 bottles of wine. Just loads and loads of like little presents, little boxes of Quality Street and stuff like that. So thank you very, very much to everybody who was kind enough to send us gifts. It was very, very, very touching. Comments. Let's go to comments. So in my Mug app, only 2 people left their score this week. 3 if you include me. Roland Glue and David Walsh, both scoring it a 91, which is, I think, is a superb score. For a superb coffee, we're talking about the Guatemalan Grupo de Productores. Yeah, I probably pronounced that all horribly wrong. But yeah, it seemed to really go down well. Brilliant coffee. Doesn't just come from single estates and single farms, and I think that was proved. So let's dive into the comments. We've got Mark Wilson. Can't wait to get into this coffee, having missed the last 4 episodes due to holidays and health scare, which I couldn't have coffee for 2 weeks. Mark, I really, at this time, warm thoughts, hope that you're feeling better, and I'm sure that goes from everybody from us, and great that scare's over. Dan Latcher, you have to start selling the red shirt with "Life is too short for bad coffee" on it. I like the idea, Dan. I'm going to have to come up with something a bit cleverer, I think, though. Steve, not me, another Steve. I look forward to trying Grupo, but I still have a bag of last week's coffee and the post they only bothered giving me on Wednesday. I love the t-shirt in Has Been Red. Get them up on sale pronto. Benny Verulun. Sorry, Benny. Just started watching the show and boy do I love it. We love having you along. Up until recently I was stuck with an X9, but it died yesterday, and now I'm waiting for my Gadget Classic and Malkernig Vario. Look forward to tasting those amazing coffees. Benny from Belgium. And Benny, you will notice a big improvement going from the automatic machine to a more involved machine. Do let us know how you get on with that, and thank you very much for watching. Mark Wilson. The smell of the dry grounds is really nice, very sweet and nutty. The nutty smell continues in the aroma of the liquor as well, and I agree, very nutty indeed. Small, sweet, delicate orange flavours do come through this coffee, but not as acidic as other fruity ones, which I personally like. Yeah, I'm right with you there. David Walsh is one I absolutely love, because when David is a man of few words, but when he says "fwa," you know it's a good coffee. So that's brill, Dave. Thank you very, very much. Roland, who posted through the In My Mug app. Get in, Roland. Glad you're making full use of that. I agree with Mr. Walsh and Dan. Get us those t-shirts. In the cup, I find sweet hazelnut dominating, but then a tight fruit acidity keeping it in check. Very festive and hugely drinkable. And you know, the coffees we've had a lot of recently have been quite festive, so I'm very keen of that. Darren, oh, hang on a sec. As an espresso, the fruit really shone through. Really enjoyed it 1-in-1 with milk. Macchiato, cortado, whatever. Yes, don't get into that one of naming drinks. Geez, I made the mistake of that a few weeks back. Although somewhat lost with any more milk in it than that. That's cool. Darren Sanford, sorry. Wow, in an Eva Solo. Really thick and gloopy. A beautiful toasty nut and glorious sweetness. Nom 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 nom. Like it, Darren, like it. And finally, Keith, loving this coffee, great smooth sweetness on the front, melting into a lip-smacking sugar. I'm thinking this would excel in a French press, although I haven't had a chance yet. Happy Christmas. And Keith posted that on Christmas Day, and that is dedication. So, I'm going to open my presents because I've been waiting. I've had these for ages and I said I would open them on this one. So, Simon, thank you very much. Hey, did you know I would like a mug? Coffee addict, I need a fix now. That's definitely going to be in my mug. What could this be? Is it a car? Is it a house? It's a mug. Coffee whore. And this one says coffee whore. I'm going to use one of these this week, and I'm going to use one of them, not next week, because next week's espresso, but the week after. Simon, thank you ever so much. I'm so lucky to have great friends like you guys out there. Thank you, 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 thank you. Right, going to whack you on hold, going to go and prepare the drink. Because it was Christmas, we sent out 2 lots, because next week's, which is going to fall over the new year, we won't be able to post out, and I didn't want people to be without coffee over Christmas. So we've got 2 coffees, the Has Been Christmas Espresso Blend and the Has Been Christmas Filter Blend. This week we're going to be doing the filter blend. So I'm going to go and make a Chemex, and I will be back here with you in just a moment. But yeah, I've got the WAP on pause. So I'm back, and the coffee that we're looking at today is a blended coffee, but not blended for espresso, blended for filter. And it's kind of funny that this ties in with something that we're going to be doing next year, where there's a plan to revamp all of the filter blends. Just kind of the next stage in Project Blend, if you like. But filter blends tend to be not so popular. And I think that's mainly because single origins tend to lend themselves so well to brewed coffee. Much more than espresso, there isn't the same need to have that complete cup. But I think it's a really interesting way of getting some different flavours out, and particularly when you've got an objective like a Christmas espresso. I wanted it to be Christmassy. It can be a really good way of doing that, and this is a great example of a kind of a really good blend. Lots of similarities to blending for espresso. I think it comes down to using good ingredients, and it comes down to having a plan, an idea of what you want the coffee to be, so then you can bring in those individual components to achieve those things. So, for instance, this one, well, we'll get into this one. Yeah, let me get rid of this first of all, because this is finished. I'm quite happy with that one too. So, brief for the Christmas blend had to be Christmassy. Now, the espresso is one end of Christmas for me, which is heavy, boozy, big, kind of lots of complex flavours going on. I actually wanted this one to be the opposite end of the Christmas spectrum, so light, zesty, bright, delicious, kind of very woohoo, up in the air, floral, those kind of things. So, and I don't know why, but lemons always remind me of Christmas, you know, kind of like that lemonade, lemon meringue. I don't know what it is, but it just, lemons and Christmas for me go together. So, components. It is 50%, well, 50-50. It's 2 coffees, and 2 coffees that I really loved like this year. They've been massive coffees for me. So the first one is the Ethiopian Yirgacheffe that has been so popular. I mean, like, never seen a Yerg fly out the door quite as much as this year's. It's got lemon, it's got apricot, it's got grapefruit, there's a little bit of jasmine going on in there, it's very floral, it's very clean. Real beautiful coffee. It's something that we're very, very lucky to have found this year, and that brings in a lot of those lemon flavours. And then the next component is a coffee that I love blending with. I love blending with it in the kicker. I think it's a great coffee. If it wasn't so expensive, I think I would blend with it an awful lot more. But it is the gem that we call La Illusion from El Salvador, from our friend Neto. And this is just like, it's like the Yerg in many ways. There's lots of similarities, but it adds an effervescence, but it also adds a sweetness and a stickiness, a sherbety dab stroke, lemonade kind of stroke, fruit salad sweet, along with all of that lemon. Just reminds me so much of Christmas, and I think it works really, really well. So, time for snozzer in the bowl. And you can just smell the zestiness coming off of the cheese. I mean, it is just, it's a zest fest. Beautifully zesty, beautifully bright. very clean. I'm going to show you a picture of the roast colour now. This is a medium roast. I don't think there's any need to take this anywhere near a dark. And again, with filter blends, I don't think there's any need to take it near a dark. Kind of what's the point? So yes, let's dive into the cup. I haven't had a coffee this morning. I came straight up. This is, as you know, I record this the day before the Monday, so this is Boxing Day. I literally fell out of bed, I've rushed up here to do this, and then I'm going back for a family get-together with my wife's family, which is going to be good fun. Really good fun, as we'll probably end up in the pub. So the zestiness carries on in the aroma. In the cup, it's just lemon city. There's lemons, there's limes, there's apricot, you can taste that, there's jasmine, but mainly it's just kind of lemon, zesty, vibrant, acidic, bright. Not for everybody. I'm sure this coffee won't be for everybody, just as the Christmas one won't be for everybody. But if you're not so keen on this one, next week's you're going to love, because they really are ends of the spectrum in flavour for me. It's funny because you can write the descriptors for this cup without cupping them. We were trying the two individuals. I knew this blend was going to work before I tried it. It does. It works. It's refreshing. It's lovely. It's citrusy. Listen, I am going to wrap up. There is no voucher code this week because this is no longer on the site. It went off Christmas Eve, and that's the way it should be. It's a tradition now. We put it on the 1st of December. We take it off the 24th. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed the last 12 months worth of In My Mugs. This is obviously the last one of 2010. I put out a heartfelt thank you for everybody that gives me a little bit of their time every week to watch these. I love doing them. I love the feedback that you guys give me, and I love you all. So just remember, life is too short for bad coffee.